This is Rickie News Channel. I'm James Menendez. Our top stories.
The defeated and disgraced ex-president's huge war chest, nearly all amassed within 6 months of leaving office, was built on his ravenous calls for cash from supporters bought into his delusional lie that the 2020 election was stolen. It is the latest sign, along with trips to win his favor by GOP candidates and his party's incessant efforts to wipe the history of his crimes against the Constitution, that Trump's threat to basic political freedoms is far from over. It takes little imagination to know what Trump will do with his funds, which are likely to grow significantly in the months ahead. Barely a day goes by without him spinning more outrageous lies about election fraud. Last week's new revelations about his efforts to pressure the Department of Justice over the election he lost, and more disturbing details of the January 6th attack that emerged in the House Select Committee's first hearing clarified the history of Trump's bid to destroy the U.S. political system. It is now clear that first in Georgia, and then by trying to wield presidential power to force the Justice Department to declare the election soiled by fraud where none existed, the ex-president sought to incite a coup to stay in office. When that failed, he called a mob to Washington, incited it with false claims of voter fraud, and then it invaded Congress, obliterating a peaceful transfer of power. Trump's assault on the values underpinning the Constitution did not end when he left the White House. Ever since, he has made acceptance of his massive election confidence trick the entry point for many Republican candidates seeking his valuable endorsement in the midterm elections next year. The House Republican Party has become a vassal for his extremism, including with its absurd, whitewashing claim that Speaker Nancy Pelosi, rather than Trump, was responsible for the worst attack on the U.S. Capitol in 200 years. With every piece of new evidence that emerges, it is becoming ever more clear that January 6th, the day of the most appalling attack on U.S. democracy in generations, did not mark the end of Trump's scheming. There are more than 100 million reasons why the fundamentals of the republic are still in danger.